Alright, welcome again to Poxy Gaming Channel. Selamat datang di channel yang kecil ini. Semoga teman-teman sekalian bisa terhibur dengan game ini. Walaupun sudah mungkin 10% dari perjalanan, saya merasa sangat mengantuk. Namun kita harus menyelesaikan game dari Hogwarts Legacy ini. Jika tidak, maka kalian tidak akan tahu apa yang akan terjadi nanti kepada main karakter di game ini, yaitu Percival. Alright guys, tidak usah berlama-lama lagi, mari kita masuk ke episode yang ke-5 kalau tidak salah ya. Let's go to the game, everybody. Ayo. Kita melanjutkan sebagai Percival, dan saya meminta maaf untuk video yang kemarin episode 4 itu sedikit patah-patah. Jadi ada beberapa segmen yang saya cut ya, untuk supaya kalian tidak merasa tidak nyaman guys, karena itu sangat menyebalkan ya, patah-patah. Jadi saya matikan atau saya cut scene-scene yang membosankan tersebut. Oke, sekarang kita sudah di mana? Talk to Sebastian. Oke, kita akan pergi ke
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Hello, Sebastian.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Victor Rookwood.
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books, so do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
All right,
thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying
itu
prefects
pintunya,
would love
guys.
nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on
Understood.
now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Disillusionment. Oke, ini adalah mantra untuk menghilang ya guys, mungkin ya. Saya juga tidak tahu. Disillusionment.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Kita harus mengendap-endap guys. Jangan sampai ketahuan.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Kita akan mencari sebuah buku.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Hello,
Kita
Hamora.
membutuhkan kunci
That's how I
itu.
always used to get in. But the librarian
Hamora.
twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Right, Sebastian.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
Good gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
Ada hantu guys, katanya jangan sampai hantu itu melihat kita. Oops.
Should be in the clear now. No need walking about. We must remain unseen.
Yes.
Revelio. So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Katanya kita harus mencari buku guys.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty,
Apakah ini hantu?
naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm
Fuck you,
going to
Peeve.
tell.
Gimana Sebastian?
Blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
Apakah Sebastian dapat
Just the spell
dipercaya
to repair this
guys?
armor. Repairer. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this run. That's it!
Suara seperti yang di awal game guys. Portal. Apakah kita sudah di dunia lain?
Where might this lead?
Ada di mana kita ini guys? Kita harus tetap silent, harus mengendap-endap. Spell repair. Oh, bukan. kita guys. Ke bawah. Kita harus menjatuhkan diri ke bawah.
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there. Repairer. I wonder if I can hit the rune with a spell.
Alright.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Oh. Kita akan berkelahi dengan dia guys.
Potato! Stupid one! Leviosa! Leviosa! Reparo.
Ada barang apa guys?
Revelio.
Gimana kita ke situ? Oh.
This must be the way forward, but to where? Revelio. Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Ya, kita akan berperang guys, sepertinya dengan mereka-mereka ini. Let's go. You ready?
Levioso, incendio. Potato. is a book after all.
Mereka kekurangan air, guys. Magic. Sihir hujan.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham, can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
That being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
Mohon Sebastian, jangan bilang kalau ada aku di
there was
situ.
nobody else. I came alone.
Alright, thank you Sebastian.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Siapa omnya Sebastian, guys? Gak ada barang-barang berharga di sini, guys.
Revelio.
Kita kembali ke kelasnya Profesor Vic. Sudah tidak ada orang, sudah aman. Ini guys.
Revelio.
Levioso.
Accio. Reparo.
Tidak ada apa-apa di sini guys. Professor Vic, where are you? Apa nih? Terms and Tribulations.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section?
But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us.
Ada kertas.
I will
halaman
need
yang
time to
terobek.
study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another Pensive.
Yes.
Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here.
Rackham.
The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good.
Alright, let's go.
Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Alright.
Protego!
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Okay, Lucan. Lucan.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Okay. Mungkin Lucan harus menunggu ya.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Right, Professor Hecat. Main quest. Cari Nati.
When I fell with my broom and
I had some. I'm just saying.
Jauh juga ya Nati. Di Hawksfield.
Revelio. Accio. Accio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Accio. Oh. Revelio. Accio. Levioso!
Binatang apa itu guys? Ini apa ya?
Levioso! Incendio! Accio! Revelio!
Oh, ini.
Accio!
Apakah
I
ini?
should investigate.
Relax jumper school uniform.
Reparo! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Levioso! Accio!
It is good to see you, my friend.
Yes, Natty.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I can say.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
This could be
Rookwood and
dangerous.
Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here? Revelio.
Ada apa di situ, guys?
I beseech you for some assistance.
Kenapa?
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
I'm afraid I'm not keen on mucking about at the bottom of lakes.
Oh, please don't say no just yet. Perhaps if you understood my plight, you'd change your mind.
Perhaps. What precisely do you need to retrieve and why?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Oh,
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone, bitch.
You'll regret crossing my path.
Leviosa.
You will pay for that. What kind of magic now?
It's okay, miss. I handle it. Wih, siapa
I'll
tu?
watch the light go out of your eyes.
Scroll sensation if you got the tablet in you and on your tab.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You want to take this student off of my dead body!
You're going to regret that.
Are you alright?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts.
Your wife?
Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought Marlowe was a
I thought that
myth.
Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I'm not sure old vine-covered pillars are worth studying.
Well, I think anything concerning Merlin is worth pursuing, and I shall have you know, no one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile
Sweet.
herb.
Apa
Merlin
itu?
repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Where?
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Oh, thank you, miss.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Where is the swell? Oh, ini. Wow.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Maybe...
Accio.
Or maybe...
Revelio.
Perhaps a spell might help us here.
Reparo.
Spell up there. Lumus. Incendio.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
Nice.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Incendio.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Revelio.
What's next, Miss Nora?
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be
My
careful.
pleasure, Miss Nora.
Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Okay. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hogwarts ground. Ground surrounding Hogwarts castle. Wait here to advance the time. The And Nike, yes. You're not currently. Okay, let's go. Vital. Celestial blue.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far. Pardon me, is everything all right? Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one. They attacked you? Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings. Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before? They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind. You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter? I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again? I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts. That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances. Revelio. After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn. Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking travelling vendors, and now business is suffering everywhere. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. No one wants to pick a fight with a band of goblins, though. Which means he's free to do what he wants down in Coral Ruins.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
Your attire is definitely unique. I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Yeah, you're welcome. Ada apa di hutan, guys?
Levioso, incendio. Accio. Not my fault, no deadly grey spider.
Spider.
Reparo. Revelio.
Dragon. Naga, guys, ada naga.
Accio.
For Archie. Apa itu?
Levioso. Potato. Past the ruins. On the right track. An encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten. And will regret not
joining us. We made even more of an example.
We should have killed that traitor arm when we took his carts.
It won't be long now before we find another repository. Enjoy!
Many of you are there?
One less chairman to worry.
Leviosa! Incendio!
Die, do you?
Protego! Accio!
Your spells glance off of me.
Leviosa!
You can't stop us.
I won't.
Leviosa! Protego! Leviosa!
That was unimpressive.
Incendio!
I will.
What do you have in store for me this time? Leviosa! Leviosa! That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards. Leviosa! Accio! Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso.
Ini caranya.
quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to on. Levioso! Accio!
Oke, satu lagi. Gimana caranya, guys? Lupa.
Incendio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Revelio! Levioso! Accio! What's that?
Marlin's trial. Marlin's trial completed.
Levioso! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio!
Apa saja di sini, guys. Kita cari-cari dulu. Siapa tahu ada barang-barang penting.
Incendio! Revelio!
Udah.
Levioso! Here.
Okay, let's go back.
Protego! Cursed fiends. Revelio.
If you're here for my wares...
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ranrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that's worthy of a painting.
You'd be surprised at how art can touch people. I think it's well worthy. Thank you again for all of your help.
Revelio.
All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, the added
Level 8. Kita ke kelas
Revelio.
kelas herbologi. Wim. Sebelum itu kita kesini dulu ya. Kita fokus aja ke main, guys. Jauhnya
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Isn't Sebastian Sallow's family from Feldcroft? I would have expected him to be from somewhere more posh.
It's all anyone can talk about. Yes, I don't see the issue. Not everyone is enthralled with blind.
Revelio.
If you try to study in the library, at least you can be assured of peace and quiet. I had a Scribner feast for that. Too much information if you ask me. Oh, it's not all necessary. Next thing you know, they'll be teaching us about muscles.
Nothing to be learned at Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Do all of the professors have their own?
Revelio.
Herbologist.
Good
morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ini misi kita yang terakhir guys, sebelum kita mengakhiri episode ini.
Please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Mandrake.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Splendid.
Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
You can add fertilizer to the cursed shield. Engrave fertilizer by conjuring a dank composter.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Alright, Professor.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Alright.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Thank you.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
Revelio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
Hold, tap, and tap to open tool wheel and assign the Chinese jumping cabbage. Then tap this your assign tool. Yeah, Chinese, where are you? Yep. And then tap.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Red duck.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Ini siapa ini? Okay guys, go back to class.
Reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
It's alright.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labor. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Alright guys, ini si herbalis yang sangat aneh sudah diselesaikan. Sekarang kita akan mengakhiri episode ini. Kita akan melanjutkan di episode berikutnya. Mari kita lihat. Main quest-questnya tidak ada. Side questnya relationship side quest completed. Appearance like a moth frame. Secret of the restricted section sudah. Weasley after class. Yang sudah diselesaikan ya. Kalau yang ini dia main quest. Ini side kah? Oh, main. Ya, kita mendapatkan assignment untuk dapatkan sihir Expelliarmus. Successfully avoid enemy attack by dodge rolling. Cast incendio on enemies. Okay. Guys, mungkin di episode berikut tidak tahu apa akan terjadi. Oke, sampai jumpa di episode berikut. Goodbye guys, goodbye everybody, goodbye. See you at the next video guys. Bye bye.